Environmentally friendly business practices can yield enormous rewards, both for the environment and the business. Leading a revolution for a sustainable world, the Institute of Directors organized the 16th World Congress on Environment Management in the national capital. The conference saw corporate directors and policy makers discuss the theme Environmental Sustainability through Green Growth Solutions.
With the pressures of modern sort of industrialization, economic pressure, that message of caring for environment, for each other, for rest of the creation got lost. So we need to revive that.
We cannot ruin the environment, in the cause of growth. They both have to be well managed, but it cannot, it's not one versus the other. I think it has to be done in harmony, and there are various ways of doing things so that there is sustainable growth in the long term.
Every citizen of the country has to contribute for the sustainable solutions for protecting the environment, and join the hands to the government so that in the days to come, generation should not curse us that we have not taken the care on the environment issue.
Eminent speakers addressed the conference by discussing the relevance of environmental sustainability as a part of corporate strategy.
We have a very, very strong case in India, and you can see there are many countries which have, for example, Japan and even Korea, which have actually made a huge business opportunity out of environmental concerns. So this environmental challenge, the talk of climate change, this talk of global warming, this talk of reducing the carbon emission, this opens up huge opportunity of developing technologies which will address these issues. And in India, I think we have that intellectual capital. We have that entrepreneurial ability. We just need to unlock it.
In future, it can be that if a particular product is not produced through green technology, it may not be acceptable in the West or in the developed countries or the importing countries. Now, this is more and more relevant because India is going to drive its growth to the manufacturing process. We all know, you must be knowing that we have a target of at least achieving 25% of our GDP through manufacturing. And manufacturing is the in thing. So in this context, we have to look at the processes that will constitute industrial processes of the future, manufacturing, which needs to be eco-friendly. Otherwise, when you produce more and more manufactured goods, we have to depend more and more on exports. And when exports are prevented by non-tariff barriers based on clean development mechanisms, we are bound to face problems. So it is now that we need to think over it and acquire the best technologies for clean development. And this is a great business opportunity. And that is the reason why I say that what the IOD has done today is very relevant, bringing people together to deliberate on the business opportunities that are presented.
While the scientific and technological progress of man has invested him with immense power over nature, it has also resulted in unthinking use of the power, encroaching endlessly on nature. If man is able to transform deserts into oases, he is also leaving behind deserts in place of oases. The way we are destroying our forests, the way we are tinkling with nature, I'll not be surprised if, contrary to the official figures given, there will be more desert areas than green areas in our country in near future.
The corporates and the business houses have been singled out as the main contributors to the environment damage, to the ecological degradation. And that is, I think, there is some merit in what they say, because they all deal with economic activities. And if corporates are to be held responsible for the environmental and ecological degradation, therefore the responsibility, the chief responsibility for preventing further damage also lies with the corporates. It is no longer our privilege to be content with simply preventing further pollution in the environment or preventing further ecological degradation. The time is past. We have to now take steps for undoing the damage, and not only simply preventing further damage. So the focus should be on undoing the damage and, as far as possible, trying to restore what has been damaged.
After the enriching plenary discussions concluded, selected companies were awarded with the Golden Peacock Awards for occupational health and safety.
The first one is the Maruti Suzuki India Limited, Manesar. This is the award being received by Maruti Suzuki Limited. Next is the Lafarge India Private Limited, Integrated Operations Director, India. DuPont India Limited, Ms. Karen Crossan, kindly come up and receive the award. IL&FS Transportation Network, Larsen & Toubro Limited in the category of engineering, Mr. Ajit Singh. Indian Farmers Fertilizers, Mr. A.K. Maheshwari. Next is PepsiCo Company India Holding Private Limited, Frito-Lay Division, Pune. Next is GAIL India Limited, NCR. Next is the Apollo Hospitals, Chennai. The next is Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, OND Department, Mumbai. Next is Reliance Industries Limited, Vadodara Manufacturing Division. The next is Netco Pharma Limited, Chemicals Division in the pharmaceuticals. Next is NTPC Limited, Singrauli Super Thermal Power Station. Next is SR Steel India Limited, Pune. Last in the category is Raymond Limited, Textile Division, Jalgaon, in the textiles and apparels. We move on to the special commendation in this category. The first is Volvo India Private Limited, Bangalore. The next would be Ruchi Infrastructure Limited, Kakinada. Next is Mr. W.S. Atkins India Private Limited. Mother Dairy Fruit and Vegetables Limited. And the last is the Indraprastha Gas Limited, New Delhi.
I am extremely happy and impressed with the fact that in the last 24 years or so, the IOD has spread throughout India, has spread its wings abroad, and has really become a major leading factor as far as directors are concerned. It's always a pleasure to meet with directors, because you are the people who've got to build the new India.
Institute of Directors also conferred 3 individuals with the Distinguished Fellow Awards for their outstanding contribution in the field of governance and public service.
Friends, Distinguished Fellow Award of the IOD is decided by the Governing Council on merits. Those people who are selected are those who have distinguished themselves in public service. Mr. Ashok Lavasa. The next Distinguished Fellow Award of the IOD goes to Mr. G. Srinivasan, ICWAI. The next Distinguished Public Servant to whom this IOD Fellowship Award is being given is Mr. Johar Sarkar, Chief Executive Officer, Prasad Bharati. Johar Sarkar very ably broadcast India's achievements. Today we can return the compliment to him.
When we are talking about sustainability, we are basically trying to convey that while meeting our economic and development needs of present, we should not compromise the needs of the future. And if this keeps repeating, then it is sustainable that we meet our needs, we consume resources, but we don't consume it at a pace which doesn't leave anything for the future generations.
My understanding that I can share with the award winners is that with an award like this in a category which is very commonly not seen in this status of environment sustainability, you now have an additional responsibility to not only retain and sustain the things that you've started, but to make it replicable and scalable so that young entrepreneurs who are coming into the venture can actually replicate it. So you will now be the torch bearers for a march which is going to define how functional an economy and an ecology we hand over to our children in the future.
The Institute has been doing a great job in educating the directors, in building quality directorships, improving the profile of directors, more importantly, building the institution of independent directors. I must also compliment them for the issues they have been advocating over the years.
The first Golden Peacock Environment Management Award.
On the other side of the break, we bring you the presentation of the Golden Peacock Award for Environment Management and Eco-Innovation.
First Golden Peacock Environment Management Award.
Setting the benchmark for corporate excellence, the 16th World Congress on Environment Management culminated with the presentation of the prestigious Golden Peacock Award.
The next winner is Hindustan Coca-Cola Beverages Limited, Hyderabad.
Established by IOD over 2 decades ago, these awards recognize the achievements of those who excel in creating sustainable and promising businesses.
We started this in 1991, Golden Peacock Awards, where our purpose was how to bring in competition between the industries, between the organizations, and raise the standard.
The first Golden Peacock Environment Management Award 2014 goes to Tata Motors Limited, Dharwad, in the category of automobiles. Mr. Kumar Subramaniam, plant head, is here. It is focused on environment-friendly technologies in emission control and alternative fuels. It's Tata's again. Tata Coffee Limited, Bangalore, the category beverages. TCL adopts green processes by focusing on reduce, reuse, recycle.
What this conference has done is actually brought high level of focus. You see, otherwise there were lots of small organizations doing their bit. As you can see from the awards, it's very diverse, it's all over. What I felt very happy today is that this could become a linking and would ultimately become a forum for sharing of best practices and ideas.
The next winner is ACC Limited, Gargle Cement Works. The category is cement. Friends, ACC has cemented its place amongst the winners. The next winner is Aditya Birla Nuvo Limited, Indian Rayon, Veeravan. The category is chemical. It has an energy management center for on-site, off-site hazard monitoring and control. Next winner is Shapurji Palanji and Company Limited, Bombay. The category is construction. The policies of minimum adverse impact of activities to prevent pollution and conserve natural resources to safeguard the environment. Next is Manipal University, Manipal. The category is education. Manipal has set a state-of-art environmental laboratory for air quality monitoring. The next is Rashtriya Chemicals and Fertilizers Limited, Thal unit. The category is fertilizer. It is engaged in pollution prevention, energy conservation and environmental safety.
It is very good that IOD is organizing these conferences every year. People need to be aware about the environment and its importance. We are taking a number of measures to reduce the pollution, conserve energy, conserve water and minimize the use of resources.
Yes Bank, Bombay. Category, financial banking.
Banks can do a lot of literacy. So yes, we know we are good agents for financial literacy, right? Because that's a big missing gap. But equally, Yes Bank, as a relatively young bank, only 10 years old, and we have been very well recognized today and on several occasions, can be a beacon of environmental literacy.
The next winner is GAIL India Limited, Vijaypur. Category, gas production. It attaches great importance to safety, health and environment. The next winner is the Rail Coach Factory, RCF, Kapurthala. The category is governance. Continual improvement in environmental standards has been the focus of RCF. The next winner is USV Limited, Badi. Category is healthcare. USV is creating affluence for itself through its effluent. Next winner is HPCL Mittal Energy Limited, Noida. The category is oil production. The next winner is Reliance Industries, a unit of Jamnagar SEZ. The category is petrochemicals. Its main focus is prevention of pollution and desalinization of seawater for use in the plant instead of groundwater. Next is UDP Power Corporation Limited, Bangalore. The category is power. The next winner is Steel Authority of India Limited, Rourkela Steel Plant. The category steel, and is the first in Asia to introduce basic oxygen furnace process. The next winner is Welspun India Limited, Kutch. Category textiles and apparel. Rainwater harvesting is done in huge ponds, which is used with only 10% to make up to compensate evaporation loss. Next winner is Delhi International Airport, New Delhi. The category is transportation, aviation. EMS is focused on monitoring and control of air pollution, water pollution and depletion of natural resources.
Very few airports in the world we put the 5 megawatt solar energy. And second thing, we also run a complete recycled entire 70% water into the system. So this is what happened. We try to see that how we can save energy.
Apart from the GP awards, the IOD has also awarded special commendation certificate for some of the industries. The first one is Mahindra Life Spaces Developers Limited, Bombay. The next special commendation certificate goes to VFS Global Services Limited, Bombay. The next commendation certificate is awarded to DSM Sinochem Pharmaceuticals India Limited, Antibiotics. by keeping customers ahead of competition. The next commendation certificate goes to Dhariwal Infrastructure Limited, Chandrapur.
What followed was the presentation of the Golden Peacock Award for Eco-Innovation.
I'll announce the Golden Peacock Eco-Innovation Award 2014. The first winner is Atul Limited, Atul. Category Agriculture. The next winner is Godrej and Boyce Manufacturing Company Limited, Lockim Motors Group, Bombay. The category is Automobiles. Lockim has specially designed BLCD motor for the vehicle and solar panel as the roof of the vehicle that charges DC batteries. The next winner is Micon Limited, Ranchi. The category is Consultancy in Metals. The next winner is Surat District Cooperative Milk Producers Union Limited, Sumul, Surat. Category Cooperative. Sumul Dairy set up a dedicated biogas plant where cow dung is purchased from the village family, gas is generated and supplied to all the families in the village. The next winner is Samsung India Electronics Private Limited, Gurgaon. The category is Electronics. Samsung India Electronics Private Limited is a private sector organization. The innovative triangle design digital inverter air conditioner. Digital inverter technology consumes up to 60% less electricity and cools 26% faster than conventionally. The next winner is ONGC, Institute of Oil and Gas Production Technology, New Bombay. The category is Oil. Next winner is Shoppers Stop Limited, Bombay. Category Retail. Shoppers Stop started its eco-friendly initiatives in 2007 with the mission to conserve energy. It has reduced the demand load from 16 watt to 8 watt per square kilometer.
And we go in for the sustainable model.
All national award winners gave brief presentations of their major strengths to share special processes leading to their success. Institute of Directors has already published these best practices of the winners in a book called Winners Digest. The annual conference not only provided an excellent platform for exchange of ideas on critical issues, but also inspired corporates to spearhead the movement of environmental sustainability through green growth solutions by honoring them with the Golden Peacock Award.